All right, we'll get started. And I just want to offer some poses at any time. You can take a comfortable seat, legs crossed, comfortable Sukhasana. At any time you can sit on your knees and take a seat, or take child's pose, let the big toes touch, the knees widen to the outer edge, and melt the heart and the head towards the mat for child's pose. Also neutral asanas, tabletop, or downward facing dog at any time. So any of these poses are available to you. If anything doesn't feel welcoming or feel right for you at any moment, please feel free to take any pose or seated position that feels comfortable to you. So I always like to start with an intention. So with spring, early summer, I have set intention for class just to be a witness to the seeds that we're planting. What do we want to nurture and grow in our lives? What relationships, jobs, hobbies are worthy of our time and energy? And what do we want to nourish and grow and watch blossom in our lives? And also this time of the year, summer approaching, maybe we're working on some things after winter dormancy and the activity of longer days in spring. So maybe already witnessing some of those things blooming and coming to fruition. Maybe that time and energy that's invested in certain things in our lives is already starting to be visible, to reap the benefits from our hard work. So taking time to ponder growth, expansion, watering the seeds of our life, to watch our passions and relationships flourish and grow. So just take a couple breaths here. I invite you to just find your comfortable seat, whatever that may look like, in Sukhasana, on your knees or on a bolster, anything that feels right in your body. And just soften your gaze, maybe close your eyes, or maybe focus your drishti on something still, and just let the thoughts settle. Let the busy brain, the busy thoughts settle, and maybe ponder any set intention for this season or anything that serves you. Could just be a word, a mantra, could be the set intention that I've put for this class, this physical and energetic quality of growth and expansion and blooming, or maybe not. Maybe nothing pops into your head, and that's okay. Just take a moment to see what does arise. We'll start with syncing our breath, start our movement with syncing our breath, a pranayama technique with an ujjayi breath. So building a little heat, a little awakening, a little fire in the body. So make that deep breath in, and on exhale, make that audible sound like you're fogging up a mirror, or like you are making that ocean kind of sound, little constriction in the throat. And if that doesn't feel right, you can just exhale. So we'll start with arms out to the side, deep breath in, circle sweep the arms, take a gaze up to the ceiling, and you can make these motions big by really reaching the head back, reaching up, or maybe just a slight gaze forward, whatever feels right in your spine to warm up. So deep breath in, exhale, hands come together, Down through heart center, follow your hands with your gaze and make that Ujjayi breath. So warming up the spine just very gently. We're doing a slight cat-cow shape with our spine with this syncing our breath. So the synchronicity of our breath and our movement together, warming up the spine. Arms out to the side, deep breath in, circle sweep those arms, look up, reach to whatever depth feels good to you. And exhale, Ujjayi breath. And let your eyes follow your hands. So now we're doing a slight curvature of the spine here. Belly button tucked into the spine. These abdominals are crunching in. And release the arms, neutral spine, head reaching up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in. Look up and reach, hands come together. Exhale, Ujjayi. Down through heart center. Peel the hands apart. And go ahead and take this at your own breath cycle for a few rounds, whatever pace, whatever depth of breath, and whatever depth of the spinal undulation, curving the spine, cat-cow with the spine, whatever feels right to you. Take a few rounds. Wonderful. Go ahead and release that pranayama technique and that spinal warm up. We're going to take a nice spinal twist. So take your right hand, place it on your left knee. Sweep this left arm behind you. You can tense your fingertips and push the spine up straight, reaching the crown of the head up to the ceiling. And take a gentle gaze past your left shoulder if that feels right in your neck and in your spine. So not forcing, not too much effort of twisting. Even raise your hands here and see if you can twist without the force of the hands. And let the hands settle on the knee and behind the spine. And take your gaze gently past your left shoulder. And take a couple smooth, deep breaths here, in and out. And release. We're going to take it to the other side. So left hand on the right knee. And again, let's work by twisting first instead of grabbing the knee and then twisting forcefully. Just twist the spine, the abdomen over to the right, and then let the hands settle on the knee and the right arm behind you. Fingertips can be tented at the base of the spine, close to the sit bones. And now deep breath in, reach the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Exhale, gently turn your head towards your right shoulder and take your gaze past your right shoulder. And maybe visualize on your inhale the crown reaching, and on the exhale, twisting a little deeper. Maybe playing with that if that feels within your depth. Excellent. And go ahead and release. And work your way into tabletop. So in tabletop, hands and knees on the mat, hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. We're going to start with raising the right arm up to the sky. Deep breath in. And raise those fingertips up. Take a couple breaths here. And release the right hand back to the mat. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Shift those hips back into their lane. So twisting, opening up through the front body a little bit. Possibly if that feels within your depth. And release that left hand back down. And extend the right leg long. So I'm gonna scoot up here. Right leg long. And lift the right leg so the right heel is extending out. And take your gaze towards your mat. So one long line of energy through the crown, the neck, the spine, the heel, toes pointed down. And raise the toes and plant them to the right. We're gonna slowly raise these right toes again and reach the toes back and reach the toes all the way to the left. And now hold here for a couple breaths, taking your gaze towards your right foot in the left back corner of the mat. So feeling a nice stretch in the right side body here. And gently look towards that right heel, right foot. Breathe into the right ribs. And lift that right heel and send it all the way back. And send that right heel all the way, stretching to the right. Plant the foot on the earth. And you can point the left toes in a little bit and let this left knee splay out a little bit and sink the hips all the way back for an extended leg, half child's pose. I'll take a couple breaths here. And if this doesn't feel right, you can always bend this right leg and just take child's pose, whatever feels good in your body. Let your forehead and your heart melt towards the mat. Just take a couple smooth breaths. And raise up into tabletop. Tuck that right knee back in. And just take some hip circles to release that. Now extend the left leg long. Scoot up here. Left leg long. So one long line of energy from the crown, the neck, the spine, out the left heel. And raise that left foot and bring it all the way to the left, slowly planting it down. So using the core, the abdominals, and the back body to move that leg. And now lift that left leg back up. Take it all the way back. And now plant that left foot all the way to the back right-hand corner of the mat. You can take your gaze towards that foot. So feeling a nice expansion, nice stretch on this left side body, if that's where you feel it. Maybe inviting a deeper lateral stretch by taking your gaze to the right. Now raise that left foot again, swing it back. Left leg is extended long. Lift it up and raise it all the way forward. Plant it on the earth, inner sole of the foot planted. Again, we can tuck our right toes in a little bit and knee out a little bit to sink the hips all the way back for an extended left leg child's pose. And if this feels good, you can take your hands, rest them on a block or bolster, or maybe melt the head and heart all the way down. And gently pushing back upright, tuck that left leg in, and just take some hip circles to release. And walk the hands forward just a couple inches and curl the toes under. Lift the hips up for downward facing dog. And you can bend your right knee, bend your left knee, walk your dog. Just find a little bit of movement in down dog and see where your heels settle. See what feels good in your body, what depth, where those heels can start to descend towards the earth or keep them lifted, whatever feels right. Lifting the right leg high. Step the right foot in between the palms of the hands for this low lunge here. And inhale the arms up. Can always drop down to the knee if that feels more accessible, if that feels good. Or raise up into high crescent lunge. And lift the arms forward, torso forward, and kick the back. Let's hop with the back left leg here. Bend this left knee. And you can either hop up or you can try to just launch yourself up to Warrior 3. And in Warrior 3, this leg is working on being straight and strong, can be bent. You can take your arms out in front of you, arms out to the side, or maybe hands in prayer for Virabhadrasana 3. And take a couple breaths here. Find your balance. Slowly release the hands down to the mat. Scoot up here. So we're in a head below heart. And plant the right hand on the mat or a block. And lift the left arm, finding that balance, that expansion, left arm up to the sky. This left hip can open a little bit if that feels right, or keep it more down towards the earth. And take a couple breaths here in Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. And breathe. Now bend into the right leg, step the left foot back, landing in Warrior 2. We can adjust our feet here if we want to walk this right foot out a little bit, working this knee towards a 90 degree. It doesn't have to be all the way there, but working it towards a 90 degree angle. Back left leg is working towards being straight and strong. Inner sole of the foot is planted on the mat. Just find whatever foot positioning and leg depth that feels right to you. Shoulders work on being stacked over the hips, reaching the fingertips long. Plant the left hand on the back left leg. Circle sweep this right arm up and back. Peaceful warrior. And rest the right elbow on the right knee, or you can float this arm inside the shin and sweep the left arm up and over for extended side angle. So one long line of energy. If that feels like a good depth in your body, from the leg, the left side body, out the fingertips. And now cartwheel the arms forward. Step that right foot back into downward facing dog. And just take a couple breaths here. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step the foot in between the palms of the hands. You can step it up there, you can walk it up there, grab it, help it up there. Again, you can always drop down on your right knee if that feels good, or you can keep that right leg lifted and raise the arms up for high crescent lunge. Feet in separate lanes here to give a little wider stance for balance. And raising the arms forward, torso aligned over this left leg, and take and hop on that back right leg and lift up into Virabhadrasana 3. Again, you can have your hands at heart, out to the side, in front of you, extended. And slowly melt those fingertips down to the earth. Head below heart. Lift up through that right heel. Plant the left fingertips on the left corner of the mat on a block, or you can tent your fingertips and plant them about a foot in front and a few inches to the left. And lift that right hip up a little bit if that feels good. Or you can keep it level to the earth. And raise those right fingertips up to the sky. Finding our expansion, our growth, our balance. And maybe just play with this. Maybe you take the leg and just lift a little bit up and keeping the hands down. Maybe you keep the leg down and just lift the arm. Playing with our balance and our expansion and our growth. Find your comfortable play where you can go to what feels right to you. Bend into the left leg and step that right foot back, launching into a warrior two. You can just adjust the feet here. Front left leg working towards a 90-degree angle. Back right leg planted strong. Shoulders stacked over hips. Reaching the left fingertips forward, right fingertips back. Feeling rooted and strong. Taking up space on our mats, expanding and breathing. Plant the right hand on the back right leg and sweep the left arm up and back, peaceful warrior. Now you can plant the left elbow on the left knee or place it inside the leg, floating this arm inside the shin, and sweep the right arm up and over for extended side angle. And cartwheel the arms forward, plant the hands, step the left foot back into downward facing dog, and take a couple breaths here. You can always drop down to child's pose if that feels good. And walk the hands or walk the feet up into the middle part of the mat. You can keep your knees bent here or straighten your legs. Lift the kneecaps, engage the leg muscles. If that feels good, you can grab opposite elbows and just let the head hang heavy. And take a couple breaths, head below heart. Release the arms, bend the knees, and slowly roll up into Tadasana. In Tadasana, we're going to face the wide way of our mats and extend our legs out about a few feet, whatever feels like a good width. I'm gonna go this way. So extending the legs out, point the toes out a little bit and drop the hips down, and you can press on the knees a little bit to take the pressure out of the knees. So we don't want our knees to sink forward. So make sure those, and this can be very slight. This can be standing like this and just a little bit. You just don't want to go too deep and drop the knees down, giving that pressure on the knees. Arms to cactus arms, 90 degree. And lift the shoulders or lift the arms up and press them back ever so slightly. We're gonna go ahead and find that growth and expansion. Straighten the legs, reach the arms, star pose, take up space. Take a couple breaths here. Just feeling expansive and reaching and growing. Reach through the fingertips. Take the gaze up towards the sky and breathe. And then we're gonna sync our breath with our movement. So descending the hips down and opening up these knees, arms 90 degree for goddess pose. Straighten the legs, deep breath in, reach. Exhale, sink, ground. Inhale, straighten and reach. And exhale, bend and ground. And move with your own breath pace. So find your breath cycle, reaching on the inhale, expanding on the breath in, full lungs, and exhale, descend down towards the earth. Exhale. And flow with your breath, whatever that feels like to you. And on the next exhale, holding in our goddess pose. Swivel those toes and heels in ever so slightly. And here, good place for a block to sit on. Sinking the hips down into a Malasana squat. You can sit on a block or a bolster here. And placing the elbows on the knees, hands at heart, center. Feel grounded. I love the duality of this pose, Malasana squat. Grounded and rooted and low to the earth, yet open and soft at the same time. Beautiful duality. And if that doesn't feel good, you can always take a seat all the way, and we'll all meet. If that doesn't feel good, and just take a seat with the knees. And we'll all meet here with our knees, feet planted on the earth, and gather our feet close to our sit bones and wrap the arms around the knees, around the shins. You can softly close your eyes or make your gaze soft, or focus your gaze on something still. Just let the effort of the eyes go. And give yourself a squeezy love hug. Be a witness to any growth. And celebrate efforts. Celebrate growth. Whatever that looks like. Could just be this practice or something else. Just give yourself acknowledgement and kind words. And gently release the knees, release the legs. And moving into tabletop. And from tabletop, walk the right knee all the way towards the right palm and toe heel this foot, wiggle it up. You can also grab this foot and lift it up if that feels good. You can also place a block underneath the right hip here, moving into pigeon pose. And you can stay upright in pigeon. Or if this feels accessible, feels good, you can drop down to your forearms. Maybe stack your fists and rest your forehead on your fists or a block. Just find your comfortable depth. Maybe melt your forehead all the way down to stacked fists or a block, or all the way to the mat. Whatever your comfortable depth is, I invite you to explore that space, what feels right to you. And rest for a few breaths. in pigeon. And gently push yourself back upright. We're going to stay in this position, bend the left leg, and this can be the very start. This can be ever so slight, just trying to lift that heel up a little higher. And if you can reach back, if you don't reach, that's okay. Just reaching that arm towards the foot, or if you can grab the top of the foot and pull the heel towards the body for mermaid. Opening up through the shoulder, the hip flexor, all sorts of possible opening here, wherever you feel it in your body. And you can find depth by bending the arm and pulling that leg closer towards the glutes or back out of it, whatever feels right. And release that foot. If you grab the foot and slowly melt it towards the earth, plant the hands on the mat. I like to curl my left toes under and scoot my leg up a little bit because I sink into pigeon. And send that right leg back into tabletop. And now take the left knee and scoot it all the way up towards the left wrist. And wiggle this foot up, and you can grab it and assist it up. And you can also place a block underneath the left hip. You can stay upright in pigeon or explore your depth, whatever feels right to you. That can be dropping down to the forearms. Maybe taking a block and resting your forehead on a block. Or I like to take my fists, stack my fists, and rest my forehead on my fists. And just find your comfortable depth. And let your breath come smoothly and naturally. And slowly push yourself upright. And bend the right leg. So I'm going to move here. So bending the right leg, and again, you can just keep it bent and reach back towards the leg, or if you can grab the foot, you can also take a strap and wrap it around the top of the foot. And you can find some depth by pulling that leg in, taking your gaze forward, feeling wherever you feel sensation in your body. Just be a witness to the sensation. Maybe back out of it if it doesn't feel right. Maybe lean into it and find more depth. Just go to a space that feels right in this moment to you. And slowly letting go of that leg and scooting that foot up a little bit and sending the left leg back into tabletop. From tabletop, we're going to go ahead and recline all the way onto the belly and extend the arms long. And roll over. This left arm is planted on the earth. So left arm planted, and kick the right leg up and around. And you can use these right fingertips to find a little more depth if you want to press into the earth. You can raise this right knee up and let the left ear settle towards the earth for prone scorpion. So finding depth here by pushing this leg back, right leg back, And you can press into the earth, or you can back out of it, whatever feels right. Taking a couple smooth breaths here. And slowly rolling back onto the stomach and extending the right leg or the right arm long. So right arm is extended long. And use these left fingertips to press into the earth. Kick the left leg up and back, planting the left foot behind you to the right. You can rest your right ear on the mat, and again using these fingertips to press, maybe pushing this left knee back a little bit. Just find your comfortable depth. And if this doesn't serve you, that is okay. You can take child's pose or just take a seat in Sukhasana. And now rolling back onto the stomach, pressing up into tabletop and sending the legs long. So you can cross your ankles here or spin your legs around to the side to take a seat in Dandasana. So extending the legs long and reaching the fingertips out in front of you. And on the count of 5, we're going to slowly recline all the way back. So using your core strength here, this solar chakra, feel this engaged, and slowly start to lean back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Melt all the way down. We're going to take our toes here, squeeze our toes in, point the toes down towards the earth and curl them in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the toes. Now point the toes towards your face. So extending through the heel, point the toes up and towards your face. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the toes. And squeeze the glutes together. Feel the glutes engage, squeezing them. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the glutes. Let go of any holding. Let go of any effort. Squeeze the shoulders to the ears. Deep breath in. Exhale, let the shoulders drop down towards the earth. Exhale, let it go. Take our hands here and squeeze our hands in tight little fists. Squeeze the fingertips, squeeze the hands, tight fists. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands. Let the hands go. Now our face, squeeze our lips, crinkle our noses, squeeze all of the muscles of the face together. Squeeze the eyes shut. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the face. Release any holding in the jaw. Let go of any holding in the entire body. Let the legs melt into the earth. Let the arms drape to your side, melting into the earth. Let your jaw have ease. Hold on to no tension in your face. And rest in Shavasana. I will be here to assist you out of Shavasana after a few moments. So just take some time to Let go of the holding and the doing. Let any thoughts that arise be a witness to those thoughts. Acknowledge those thoughts. And then let the thoughts float by like fluffy little clouds. Try to hold on to nothing in this moment. Let your entire body have ease, if that feels right. And if it doesn't, that's okay. You can take a comfortable seat or whatever feels right to you. Just rest with the idea of letting go of effort for a few minutes. Gently invite a little bit of movement into your fingers and toes. You rotate your wrists and your ankles. Slowly roll over to either side, whichever side feels right. And take a breath in that side position, fetal position. And whenever you're ready, push yourself up to a comfortable seat, Sukhasana, or on your knees. Or you can stay laying down too, whatever feels right. And take our left hands to our heart space, so that upper lobes of the lungs, that upper lung area. And our right hands to our stomach, to that solar chakra, where our energy, our motivation, our courage comes from. And connecting to these two spaces, connecting to that inner fire of the solar chakra, the heat, the core, the strength, the power, the catalyst to our growth and blossom. And the upper chest, heart space, our love, our compassion, connecting to these two spaces in our bodies. And feeling our connection, our contact to these spaces. I'm going to take a 2-part breath, breathing half the breath into the stomach. Feel the stomach rise and pause, and take the second half of the breath into the upper lobe of the lung, upper chest. Feel the heart space rise and pause. Then slowly exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Doing a count to 4, but if you want to Do a different count of 2, maybe count of 6, whatever feels right to you. Just taking half that breath into the stomach. Feel the fresh oxygen circulate around the stomach area, the lower lung, and pause. Last part of the breath into the upper chest, heart space. And pause and slowly exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And keep this going, breathing into the stomach, half the breath. Feel that hand rise with the breath. Pause, breathe into the upper chest, heart space. Feel the hand rise in the upper chest. And slowly exhale. Keep this going at your own breath pace. If you want to count or not, whatever serves you. Just connecting to these contact points on our body. Taking this pranayama technique to focus on the breath. Inviting that life force into a full expansion of our lungs. Feel our lungs grow with the stomach rising. Then the upper chest, full long length of the lungs, rising and deflating on this 2-part breath. Take a couple more rounds if that feels right. Whenever you're done, release your hands. You can keep your eyes soft and heavy or closed, or keep your drishti, your gaze soft. And I will chant Om 1 time, universal sound of acknowledgement. Please feel free to join, or you can just listen, whatever feels right to you. Your choice. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for exploring expansion and growth. Any intention that you set, tapping into the season of spring, early summer. All of the life and growth around us is inspiration, or can be. Hands come together at heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.